Welcome back to the World of Warcraft. And today, we will be joining Casual Hero as he carries on his quest to become the savior of Azeroth. We are in Elwyn Forest, inside of the inn in Goldshire. Beautiful and idyllic spot. And we have a few quests that we can get after, which I will put on the tracker here. And one of those is a shipment to Stormwind. So what we're going to do right now is make a trip to Stormwind, which is the capital city for the humans, which are members of the Alliance. And it's a pretty cool little walk. We'll be heading... oh, I've already missed the turn. What a surprise. Anyway, we are going to go there, get a couple quests, meet a couple people, see a few things, and then we'll come back. But first, I just realized that the other day we talked about doing some first aid training, and I didn't have the amount of money I needed at the time to train that skill, but I do now. So I'm going to go do that real quick. And first aid is a valuable skill. It's a secondary skill that you can have. It allows you to create bandages and then use those bandages to heal yourself at no mana cost. So quite clutch. And you can also heal others. So what I've done is I've trained that skill. We'll go outside. The music's quite loud in the inn. They're bumping tonight. And I go to my general settings and first aid. And I can create a linen bandage. And a linen bandage heals for 66 damage over 6 seconds. So it's a heal over time, or a hot. And it uses linen cloth. So the basic linen bandage uses 1 linen cloth, and I have 16 of those, so I can make 16 linen bandages. So I'm going to go ahead and hit create all, and then begin the crafting process. Watch what that looks like. Very, very detailed. Just don't know what he's looking at. What's he looking at? Oh, I guess if I close that, make a few more. And then we'll go get wounded and then use one so you can see how it works. One of the things that we're going to do when we go to Stormwind is go and meet up with somebody to learn a profession. There's a few different professions we can choose in the game. I tend to like what's called alchemy and herbalism. Herbalism is a collection skill or a gathering skill, and that allows you to see plants around the world, and you can collect different plants and roots and flowers that allow you to then be reagents for alchemy potions, which is the profession that generates potions and flasks. And flasks and potions are performance enhancing or healing potions or mana potions and stuff that generally provides some type of combat utility or performance utility that can be quite valuable in a lot of different situations. There's some other crafting skills in addition to alchemy. You have tailoring, which creates cloth armor, leatherworking, which does leather, and then you have blacksmithing, which can either make armor or weapons. A lot of times, plate and mail-wearing classes like the paladin will pick a blacksmithing type job because you can make armor that is then useful to your class. But I've always found alchemy and herbalism to be a little bit more broadly useful, and blacksmithing requires a bunch of reagents in addition to minerals that you mine or ore that you mine, and it becomes quite a cumbersome and unfun experience in terms of profession for me personally. So I think I'll go with alchemy and herbalism. So we're going to go and find the alchemy herbalism trainer and learn those skills, so that way we can start leveling up our professions as we level up the character. As we walk inside, I'm just going to let you hear the music and kind of experience this grand entrance to this city. And the cool thing about a lot of the human settlements and the human buildings that you'll see, including Stormwind, is World of Warcraft is a MMO set in what was originally a real-time strategy game, which is kind of a top-down army versus army. You serve as the general and move your troops on the ground. And so WoW allowed you for the first time to go in and see these buildings and these locations from the RTS, but down at the troop or footman soldier level. And so it's very cool, and it was very cool in 2004 to have played this real-time strategy game and then to go inside of it as World of Warcraft allows you to do. So we'll experience that here in real time as we go into the gates of Stormwind City.
King's honor, friend.
Greetings.
I like that they salute back. I've always enjoyed that. It's kind of fun.
What can I do for you?
Like any good defensive structure, the inside can be a little bit of a maze at times, and there's different districts that we will need to go to at various times to collect quests, meet people, turn in things, and whatnot. So anytime we see that yellow exclamation point, that's a quest. We'll go ahead and talk to this man.
You need something? See you around.
Ooh, we can go get a complimentary bottle. Dalaran Noir.
Have a good one.
I think she's just inside. Oh no, that's
What can
Morgan.
I do
I'm
for
supposed to
you?
take candles to him, so that's convenient.
Safe travels.
And I get to choose a reward. So I can have explosive rockets, which allow me to throw a little bomb or a grenade. I can do Oil of Olaf, which is a potion that allows me to increase my armor for 50 for an hour. Or Elixir of Lion Strength. Increase strength by 4 for 1 hour. I'm going to select that because strength is a key stat.
Have a good one.
That allows me to increase my attack power and increase the amount of damage that I can block with a shield. So it has both an offensive and defensive component to it. It's a very important skill and attribute for my paladin, and so I'm going to use Elixir of Lion Strength here later. Now, let's see if there's anyone upstairs we need to talk to. Nope. Okay. I like these little potions and the bubbles. It's kind of fun. We may be talking to these people again later. On the overview here, there is a wine shop advert. That is where I can turn in that quest that I just received. So we'll go in here. I believe they're upstairs. This is an innkeeper, so I could set my inn here if I wanted, but I'm going to continue to use the Goldshire Inn for now, as it's a little bit more practical. Look at that. There's a man sleeping. Very relaxed. I don't want to wake him, so I'll go out here. Apparently, the wine vendor is somewhere nearby, but I'm not quite sure.
Well met.
Let me browse your goods.
Go with honor, friend.
See that little wine shop advert? That means somebody's nearby, but... Oh, you know what? They're probably on the back side, so we'll have to go over here. It's kind of neat. The clock is chiming for 2100, 9 o'clock, and so you'll hear 9 chimes. It's mapped up. And look at that. There's the winery. Probably dangerous to spend too much time here. But look at that.
I supply only the finest
connoisseur.
goods.
Let's see what he has to say. Oh, look at that. We can get a little bottle. We can get a skin of Dwarven Stout. Jug of Badlands Bourbon. A cask of Merlot. A flagon of Dwarven Honeymead. Or a flask of Stormwind.
Be careful.
We'll turn this quest
You need
in.
something? Be careful. Light bless you.
Now, fun fact about this game. If you drink the alcohol, your screen starts to get real blurry and your character starts to tilt and wander about a little bit. So, gotta be careful. If you want to increase the complexity of the game, drinking alcohol will do it. And hangovers aren't too bad. You can debuff those with the right class. So one of the other things we're going to do is go visit the counting house or the bank. And the reason we want to do that is that each character, in addition to your backpack, you have the opportunity to utilize the bank. And so we'll be a good rule-abiding citizen and follow the little ropes. And then the next available teller, talk
Good
to
day
him.
to you.
And we have a deposit box. So what I can do is take an item that I don't need immediately, but would like to keep around for later. And I can put that here in the bank. I can purchase additional bank slots and put bags in those, which allows me to have more storage over time. But as you can see, the first slot costs 10 silver, and I only have 10 silver. Don't need to spend
See
the
you
money on
around.
that now, so I'm going to save. Hold off for now. But that is the bank. We'll be visiting that pretty regularly, as it's a great utility location for taking care of business. The other thing I'm going to do is come over here. That blue question mark, we don't need to worry about it. So if you saw that and you're wondering why I didn't stop, that's something we'll deal with later. But what we will do is come over here. This is the auction house, and you'll see it's quite popular. There's auctioneers, and so you can pretty much buy and sell anything in the game to your heart's desire. So I can click on copper ore, for instance, and search that, and I can see that well, there's a couple different types of auctions. There's ones, these are bidding auctions, so you can bid 3 copper to get 2 ore, which is actually a pretty good deal. So if you notice here, this one has a buyout option, so you can either bid and play the 24-hour or long, whatever the time left is on it, or you can just go buy out. And so the lowest priced buyout is 1 silver 87 copper for 1 unit of ore. I have 3 units of copper, so what I can do is place a sale for that value times 3 or something like it. And you can kind of scroll through, and there's 400 different pages of copper sales here. So I'm going to try and find one where it has multiple coppers so I can kind of price accordingly. These individual sales are nice if you just need one item, but normally you need a lot of copper, so it's actually kind of annoying for people to have to go through and click each individual one. So you want to sell them in large stacks as possible. I'm just going to sell it now because I don't really have a lot of silver, and any silver I can gain helps. And then I don't need to use copper right now. So I'm looking at 3, 3, 3, and they're saying 528, 537, 564. So I think what I'll do is I'll just undercut this guy by 3 coppers. So Tybone invites you to join Speakeasy. I do not want to join. What has he said to me? He sent me a guild invite. But I don't know him, and I don't want to just join a random guild. I think I'm going to be a little bit more choosy in that option. So anyway, I'm going to create an auction. And we saw that was going to be 525. We'll hold it for 24 hours. Well, actually, this is a starting price, so we'll do 420. And then the buyout will be 525. 24 hours. This looks like it doesn't need a deposit, which is kind of nice, but I'll create that auction. Hopefully, in the next 24 hours, somebody buys this and we'll gain 5 silver. And you'll see me visit the auction house quite regularly to purchase items or load up on materials or offload materials that I found in the world that are of value. Things that you can buy are weapons. So like right now I'm using a 2-handed mace, which is really a shovel. So if I wanted to look at 2-handed maces, I could search here and then sort by level so that something that I can wield. For instance, I could potentially get this hammer, as you see here. Now, this hammer it requires a level 7, and unlike the kobold mining shovel, which does 6 to 10 damage every 2.7 seconds, for a DPS, a damage per second of 3, the Ice Pain Warhammer does 22 to 34 damage every 3.3 seconds for an 8.5 DPS and it gives you 2 strength on top of it. So this would be a staggering upgrade, but it's priced commensurately, 59 silver, 99 copper, way outside of my price range. And frankly, I would say that that's an irresponsible purchase at this low of a level, because you'll rapidly level out of the weapon's usefulness. It's kind of like buying expensive shoes as a young kid. You're going to grow out of them before they ever wear out, and so you might as well just buy kind of cheap stuff or inexpensive shoes, because you know you're going to age out of them before too long. And once you use an item in this game like that that's got a rarity value to it, it is soulbound, meaning you can't resell it. And so unlike you wearing shoes and then you could sell those secondhand, can't do it in this game. So not a great option. One other thing we have here is the weapons master, and paladins can do a variety of weapon training. And so what I can do is select these and learn them. Now they cost 10 silver each. I'm not going to do that right now. Polearms cost a gold. That's 100 silver, so that's quite a bit. I'm not going to do that right now, but I do need to remember to come back to him, because I may find a sword later in the game that I want to use, but I don't have the capability. So if I find like a good sword that I want to use, I'm going to have to come back to Wu Ping here, the weapons master, and have him teach me. What else do we need to do? We need to go over here to the Flight Master for a second. The Flight Master allows us to rapidly transit between areas. That's something that'll come up later in the game when we go to the second zone outside of Elwyn Forest, which is the starting zone. So I'm going to come talk to the Flight Master really quick, just so I can get his name. In fact, I might not even have to talk to him anymore. But
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend.
I don't know any flight locations, so I can't go anywhere yet, so I'm just going to run away. But what I am going to do, like I said, was go visit somebody about learning alchemy and herbalism. So I'm going to talk to the guard.
Light be with you.
They're very helpful. And so I can say a profession trainer and then an herbalism trainer. And he says... Climb. He says that you can find that in the mage quarter. And so I'll
for the alliance.
Then open my map, and you can see here it's highlighted. So I'm going to run over there really quick and train herbalism. Not the most exciting gameplay in the world. I apologize for that. Just running around pretty much. But there's a lot of complexity and layers to this game, so sometimes these less active episodes will help me explain what I'm doing, explain some of the things and the things you'll see in the game. So, value added, and who doesn't like to listen to my soothing, dulcet tones? But anyway, going on to the mage quarter, we'll learn this, and then probably pause the recording there so that way it's a manageable chunk, and then start up again when I get back to Elwyn Forest and start questing. So alchemy needs is over here. Here's the herbalism trainer. She's actually a night elf. Not surprising. They're attuned with nature, so herbalism would make sense. To do an apprentice herbalist, only 10 copper, very affordable. So I'm gonna go ahead and train that. You only get to have 2 professions in the game, so this is choosing one of them. And if I wanted to get another one, I'd have to unlearn everything I've done. So you gotta make choices. So I'm gonna choose herbalism. Salute.
May the stars guide you.
And I'm gonna go ahead and run into the alchemy store, because I bet you there's an alchemy trainer. A journeyman alchemist. What a surprise.
What brings you here?
And so I'm going to learn apprentice alchemist. Also 10 copper. Very, very affordable. That'll be my second.
May the stars guide you.
Now if I go to my
Be careful.
skill book here, I have find herbs, which I've now activated. So anytime an herb pops up, it'll show up on my mini-map. And then alchemy. So I'm going to go ahead and put alchemy down here so I can access it. So I earned 2 elixirs of lion strength for the last quest that I did. But now I can make them, which is kind of cool. I have to collect an earth root and a silver leaf, which are 2 plants I can find out in nature. And then I go buy a vial from a store, a vendor. For instance, like this alchemy supplier
Open for business.
And I can buy a vial.
Safe
and then
travels.
with alchemy, combine those 2 reagents in a vial, kind of stand near this thing here, And I can make myself an elixir of lion strength. I can make an elixir of defense, minor defense there. That gives me 50 armor for an hour. Or a minor healing potion, just like this one, which is 70 to 90 health immediately as a kind of a last-ditch effort. In addition to that,
The moon be with you.
later on, as I upgrade my character and learn more skills, I can learn additional potions, which are of
Good
value.
luck, friend.
So that's pretty cool. So we'll do that later on. For now, probably a good opportunity for me to pause the video here. And then next time you join me, we'll get after some questing, go kill some things, earn some experience, and level the character up. And get to level 8 and learn some new skills that come with level 8. So, anyway, that is that. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.